Hello guys, welcome to my channel. This is the 41st tutorial in this course, and in this tutorial we are going to talk about modules in Python. And a module is actually a Python script containing some code, right? And the advantage of using modules is that you can save your code, variables, functions, classes, and whatnot permanently, and you can use them by simply importing the module that contains the variables or functions. And the import statement, when used, checks for the availability of the module only in certain directories, and you can check those directories by importing the sys module and viewing the sys.path variable, and that's what we're going to do now. So I'll import the sys module by typing in import space sys, and now I'll check out the value of the path variable in this module. So when I execute this, I see that Python looks for modules in all these directories. It looks for the module in this path, and then in the system32 folder and the python 33 zip file, and then simply in the python 33 DLL folder and the python 33 library folder, simply in the python 33 folder, and this folder as well. So if you would save your Python file in the music folder or pictures, or on your desktop, and you won't update this variable, then you would not be able to import the contents of your module, and that's what we're going to try to do now. So I have a file that I have saved on my desktop here. I've given it the name my module, and I'm going to put in some code in it. I'm going to declare a function. I'll call it hello, and in that function I'll have a print statement. I'll ask the user to enter his or her name, and then I'll store that input in a variable called name, and then I'll simply display a hello message, something like a greeting, right? So let's get started. I'll type in def, the def keyword, to have my function, and as I said, I'm going to call it hello. So I'll type in that and a pair of parentheses. I'll put in a colon, get inside the function, and then I'll use a print statement to ask the user for some input. So what's your name? Simple enough. And on the next line, I'll type in the name of the variable in which I want to store the input from the user. I'll call it name, and then on the next line I'll use another print statement to display the message. So I'll simply type in hello, and then a comma after this second double quotation mark, the name variable, so that the user sees his or her name, and then again in double quotes I'll put in a comma, and then a message like have a nice day, right? And then on the next line I'll type in the return keyword, move out of the function, and I'm not going to call the function in this file. I'll simply save this file, and I'll go to my shell again, and I'll try to import this module by typing in import space my module, which is the name of the file that I just created, right? When I press the enter key, I'll get a traceback error, and the error that I see is no module named my module. So what happened is that Python looked for the file my module in all these folders, and it could find it anywhere, so that's why it gave us this error. Now if I would go back to the file, and if I would go to file and save this file in the python 33 folder instead, I'll go to computer and then C drive, and then I'll go to python 33 and simply save this file here. And now I'll go back to my shell, and now if I would execute the same statement again, import python my module, oops, there's a typo in there, wait a second, I'll go here and execute it. There we go. We see that there's no error that we get this time, right? And in order to execute the function hello in the module my module, all I have to do is type in the name of my module, put a dot, and then the name of the function hello, follow that up with parentheses. This is how we work with all the built-in functions that we've seen that belong to modules like math, or the list modules, the string object modules. All those modules we've seen, this is the syntax that we follow. I'll press the enter key, and there we go, the function is executed. Now I see the first message, what's your name? When I type in Madhur here, on the next line I'll see hello Madhur, have a nice day. So every time you want to do something like this, this is a very simple application of a module. Usually modules have like lots and lots of functions, and they do complicated stuff, so that people use modules for the sake of convenience, so that they don't have to type in the same thing over and over again in different parts of their programs. So if suppose you want to execute something like this for a different user some other day, you just import the my module, and you type in my module dot hello again, and Oops, have I made a typo again? Oh god, this is so embarrassing. And wait a second, double L and a single O. And then let's say you want to execute it for John, so you type in John and you would get the message for John, right? So that's it for now. In the next tutorial, we are again going to discuss something interesting, and you may subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And I'll see you in the next video. Till then, take care.